Praise the Lord, everybody. I'm Brother Jason. I'm from Gospel Tabernacle. We're doing a series right now on the week from Palm Sunday to the resurrection. And I've got a part where it's the kiss, the betrayal of Judas. And so I've got a few scriptures and then I'm going to get into it. You start where really you're talking about where Judas, he goes to the priest and he's looking to see what he can get to give up Jesus. And the verse that I'm really going to catch from beforehand is verse 16. And it says, "And from that time he saw an opportunity to betray him." But then when you fast forward and you get into the betrayal, it says on verse 36, "Then cometh Jesus with them unto a place called Gethsemane, and saith unto the disciples, Sit ye here while I go and pray yonder." And so he took Peter and he took the two sons of Zebedee with him to go pray. And when he comes back, he finds that the disciples, they have fallen asleep. And so he looks at Peter and he says, "What, could ye not watch with me 1 hour?" And he says, "Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation, that the spirit indeed willing, but the flesh is weak." And so what I really want to pinpoint for a second is the opportunity that we have. Judas had the opportunity to betray him. He had the opportunity to go up to second guess himself as he began to kiss Jesus on the cheek. He had to have known at that time what he was doing. And so I just wonder, what is the opportunity that we have in this time? Right now, I believe that there's a spiritual wave that is connected with the internet more than ever before. I believe that this is a time that we are using technology to really use in the movement for God that it was intended for. But I wonder what would happen if we too took the opportunity to betray Jesus in this time. You know, we have the opportunity at this moment to dig more than we ever have, to push more than we ever have. You're not in a church or in a service. You don't have the dilemma or the agenda to do anything outside of the will of God other than to truly push for God yourself. And so I've got this poem that I want to read to us. And it simply says, "I would like to buy $3 worth of God, please. Not enough to explode my soul or disturb my sleep, but just enough to equal a warm cup of milk or just a snooze in the sunshine." It says, "I don't want enough God to make me love black people or to pick beets with migrants. I want ecstasy, not transformation." It says, "I want warmth of the womb, not new birth. I want a pound of eternal in a paper sack. I would like $3 worth of God." And so I believe that we are challenged with an opportunity right now to either just get that small amount of God or to just truly buy out, to sell out and buy everything that God has for us in this moment. I believe that if we can correct ourselves, if we can mold ourselves in this time, then we can truly make a difference when we begin to assemble together after this pandemic. I know that we are in a dark time, but I also know that in this series right now, you're looking, there's no darker time on earth than what was going to be the crucifixion of the Lord. There's no darker time than the betrayal of Jesus. And so I believe that even though our spirit is strong as of now and our flesh is weak, I just want to close on this simple little story. And it's the story of a little boy as he walks into a store. And he looks at the owner or the clerk or whoever it may have been, the older gentleman. The older gentleman looks at the man or at the kid and he says, "Get some candy." And as the little boy, he's standing there beside the barrel of candy, he just begins to kind of look over and so he sees the candy and he doesn't move. And the old man says, "It's okay, it's free, just get a handful of candy." And again, the young boy, he just stands there and he watches the old man, and the old man gets frustrated and he walks over there and he just digs his hand down in there himself. And as he begins to put his hand down in the barrel, the young boy, he just begins to grin ear to ear. And it clicked with the old man. My hand is bigger than his. And so I want to tell somebody, you just begin to remove your hand from the situation and you let the hand of God just begin to move into these situations. And I promise there'll be bigger blessings. There'll be more peace in your life if you just allow the hand of God to move in your situations. We thank you for tuning in with us. God bless you.